Hi everybody, Marty Rubin, and I'm back for another segment of Marty's Corner. Let's give a big hello to Jack Hale, who is playing the up-and-coming superstar rock and roller with the golden voice, Drew, in the hit musical, Rock of Ages. Oh my God. The crowds have been loving you. I mean, it's been so exciting as the first 2 weeks gone by really fast.
Oh yeah, the first 2 weeks have very much sprinted by us without much of a hello. So
Yes.
It's been very fun.
So I have to tell you about your voice. It's so awesome out here. I want to go right to a sports analogy, all right?
Right.
I don't know if you're into sports or not, but okay, so in baseball, just stay with me here. In baseball, the really unbelievable hitters, when the ball comes off their bat, it just comes out like a shot out of a cannon, okay? Makes a different kind of sound than a regular player. That's how I see your voice. You're hitting all the right notes, and then you bring it up to another level of intensity and excitement, and take it to that next gear. When you're in that place, in that zone, and you got the crowd really eating it up, what does that feel like for you?
Man, it is quite a rush. I mean, it's just, it's something we all really love to do, and something I personally love to do. And so it's just when you're kind of there and you're in the zone and you're just singing and feeling it. And I also grew up on all this music.
Yeah.
So this is stuff that I love to sing, and just having an audience who can really just appreciate the work and all the stuff we put
And
into
they are.
it.
They
yeah,
are.
yeah, they're loud, and I love it. And it's just super fun to work with an audience who responds and really wants
Yes,
to.
that gets your adrenaline going, right?
Yeah, and then the adrenaline just pushes even farther.
That's good. You talked about growing up. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Anchorage, Alaska.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a long way from
a
Alaska.
long way from home.
Yes. And what was that like growing up
Oh,
there?
it's so much different. The city is quite a culture shock for me. I grew up in where I could get in my car and be out of the city in 5 minutes into the middle of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, and just go see the ocean and the mountains, and they're all connected very, very.
And when did you come to New York?
About a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not here that long.
No,
So
never.
this is your professional regional debut.
Yes, it
right,
is.
Right out of
Yes, it
college.
is.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You're killing it. Where did you go to college?
I went to college at Baldwin Wallace. It's in a
Okay.
little college town in Ohio.
Are they specialized in theater?
Yes, they have a musical theater program there, which I went to.
Wow. Okay. So I want to take you back to Alaska. Okay.
Please.
And a young 10-year-old Jack Hale, okay? Watching with your family American Idol. I don't know, did you watch American Idol back in the day?
We watched all the movies.
Or The Voice or whatever?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Watched American
All
Idol.
right, so 10-year-old Jack Hale with a pretend microphone singing, "I Wanna Rock."
Yeah.
I have no idea if you ever sang that or what, but could you ever have imagined that someday you'd be playing Drew in Rock of Ages and tearing the house down here every night? Like, what would you tell your 10-year-old Jack Hale self what that's like?
Oh man, I would just say to keep going. I mean, it's a weird feeling to look back and to reminisce and stuff
Yes.
like that. And especially lately, kind of moving to New York for the first time in my life and all
Yeah.
these different life changes. I find myself reminiscing a lot and remembering a lot of the times that I kind of was not doubting myself, because this is always what I wanted to do. But it's a hard profession. It's a hard job, and so it's
Right.
it's kind of wild to now be, at the beginning of the journey that I have strove to get to for so long.
When did you start singing and acting?
I was acting from a young age, but I started singing freshman year of high school, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and I guess I just had the pipes or something naturally.
You definitely have that.
Yeah,
yes.
so people liked it, and I got told I should pursue this, and then kind of rest is history, and I think luck and time and place has all been a very big factor, and ended up here.
Yeah, well, we're really happy you did. What would you say is what makes Rock of Ages so special?
I would say the show is just such a kick-ass time. I mean, it's I feel like there's a lot of things out there that are art and stuff like that, and this is art in a different caliber. And I feel like you can have things that are art, but you also got to have the other end of the spectrum where it's just a great time. When you come to the show, and I feel like everybody in the cast is so amazing and so
A lot of talent out here.
Yeah, talented, humble, and good people, and it's just such a blast working on the stage with such a great group of people who all just go out and give it their all every night, and we make it happen.
Right.
And that's why it's special.
When do you get into Drew mode? In other words, you're coming from your home and you're coming out to the theater. You have your lines down. You know the songs. You're great at it. But when do you have to go like this and get into Drew persona?
Yeah, I would say as soon as I step into the theater, I'm already kind of like figuring all that stuff out and trying to like, because Drew's like not too far from me, but I'm not as shy as I would say Drew is. And so I have to like kind of like rein myself in sometimes and like, you know, we're all laughing and stuff backstage and stuff like that before the show. But yeah, before I step on stage, like, I really try to just like quiet the mind.
Right. Do you have any superstitions going in that you do before you come out?
I just usually try to steam my voice. I'm not a superstitious person.
That's good. That's good. Well, you talk about your voice. I have a request for you, okay? Would you do the honor and take us out with one of my favorite songs from the show, Don't Stop Believing?
Sure, absolutely.
Thank you.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. Oh, she took the midnight train going anywhere.
That's good. That's that gear.
Just a little,
that's the gear I'm talking about
Yeah.
earlier. That's the gear right there. Well, listen, it's if you want to hear Jack Hale singing fantastic songs, that's just one of those great rock and roll songs. But the rest of the supremely talented cast and Jack, come on down to the Argyle Theater, playing straight through to Sunday, June 18th, and we can't wait to see you out here.